Greetings humanity, and welcome to Abject Adventure Gamery. I am Jim, and here with me is Lucci. Hello!
Hi, I am Lucci.
How is it going? How are various things in gaming life and what have you?
Things are good. We are quickly approaching the end of our delve into Fandelver and Phandalin
cool.
in D&D, and that's exciting. Yeah. What other gaming things? Oh, I did judge another planetary qualifier for Star Wars Unlimited.
Nice.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
That went really well. It went really well. It was a good game. Everybody seemed to have a lot of fun. There were no major missteps or anything. Like it was a lot of fun. It went really well. It made me reinvigorated, excited to play the game some more, which I haven't had a lot of time to do. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's good. Is that so? Now is this like a you'll have to forgive me as my pieces of my memory are slowly trying to reassemble themselves. Was there like a tournament thing going on with this, or am I?
Yeah, so it set up kind of like other collectible card games like Magic, where like there are like, you know, casual tournaments, and then this was one of the tournaments that gets you into like their version of Worlds. They call the Galactic Championship. So like the yearly tournament.
Nice.
If you win, you get like a free pass for the first day. Like you don't have to start playing until the second day. So it's a decently good deal. For Galactics, I am registered to be in, and I will go and play the first day, and then probably lose, and then and then I'll play other things the rest of the time.
Nice.
That is my plan for the end of July.
Cool. Excellent.
Yeah.
It's good to have that sort of mapped out there. The this is your future your future contest plans.
Yeah. I plan that I'm gonna lose, and I'm good with that.
That's fine. I mean, it's good to prepare for the worst, hope for the best. If you happen not to lose, then that'll be cool too.
This is gonna be so long.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. There's some merit to losing.
What you're saying is that there's going to come a point.
But then on the other hand, there are like prize things that are it'll be a give and take. We'll see.
So there's a thing where so there may come a point where it's just sort of like, no, I'm doing too well. This is going to take a bit longer. Perhaps I should play this instead.
Yeah.
Play this one. Okay, cool. I think that your audio just dropped.
Oh no. All right.
Because Zoom has been a jerk lately about that.
Okay. How about now?
Okay, yeah, it's coming back.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah, and it was funny because I could hear the volume lowering as it was moving toward the end of things, so that was very strange.
Yeah. I definitely have turned off that setting before, and had it do nothing, not work the way it was supposed to.
Oh yeah. No, I got really frustrated with that, and to the point that I just...
Oh, they're like, oh, you're too loud. Let me auto level you. I'm like, I'll do it myself. You do it wrong. And you're but it's like, no. I know. I do. No.
I got so frustrated with it that I just basically, at this point, I just use a virtual cable. I just route it through whenever I've got it interacting with most programs, because like, you know, I will control the volume.
Yeah, I have I've really cheap speakers connected to my PC, because occasionally, usually for like things like, oh, my wife doesn't watch like any news type program, so occasionally I'll be like, oh, you need to watch this thing on The Daily Show, is really funny, or whatever. Like you watch this clip of something, or a preview for a new movie or whatever. And I was getting tired of like going in and manually like changing settings. So like I set up a virtual link so I can use my headset and then just turn the volume up on the on the speakers. But every time Windows updates, I have to go and do that again. Every single time.
Curses!
It resets it. It doesn't matter what the update was. The update never touches audio. Yep, resets it every time. Stupid audio.
Curses! Well, yeah, most of the, I haven't really been doing a lot of specific technology struggles lately. Thankfully, I got a, I got a new headset for when I'm doing gaming stuff, which I say headset, it's just a pair of headphones. It's not a full thing. It does have a microphone, apparently, but it's the you know, the not obvious type. And I have been playing. I know, just going back and playing. I finally finished some of the Frostpunk DLC. The first Frostpunk DLC. I got all the way through it, and it's one of those weird things where Frostpunk is very strange in that you just sort of, when you end a scenario, it just sort of ends, and there's like stuff you're still in the middle of trying to take care of when it ends, and so that sort of it has that sort of jarring thing with my brain, basically, where it's like that. Okay, well, that's that then. That's it. Okay. Because we're not going to see what happens with this other thing.
No, it's fine. You told me. I'm done here.
So that's why I ended up, the last stream I did of it took like five hours, because that last extra hour I was just like going back and like, no, wait, this other thing has to have something to do with what's going on.
Right.
And it didn't, apparently, so that was it. But the funny thing about it, though, it's like when you think it's over, it's not quite over. If you're deliberately not finishing the scenario, it's like, oh wait, there's more. Great. It is a strange thing. A strange thing. I'm kind of taking a break from that in between DLCs, and I know I'll come back to do it eventually. But it's very strange. Mostly just doing adventure gaming. Yeah.
The only other thing I've even remotely done is I like played the part of the opening of Baldur's Gate 3 finally.
Oh.
And I don't know if I like playing a video game version of D&D that's as accurate as it is. So I'm like, I'm debating with that point where I'm like, maybe I'll go and try it again, or I'll just give up and do something else.
Yeah.
It's fine. I play D&D. I'm fighting Illithid right now. I don't need this.
That's fair. That's fair. I actually Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, that game is apparently part of the continuity in one of the D&D games I'm playing in right now, one of the tabletop D&D games I'm playing, campaigns I'm playing in right now. And so there was a bunch of stuff that had happened that I'm just sort of like, okay, I guess I better go look this up so that I can find out what the deal was.
So I know how this connects.
Odd thing.
My audio is going to cut out for a second. I forgot to replace my battery. Just so you know.
Righto. That's fine. Yeah. I just the thing mostly about I have not actually played any of the I think the Baldur's Gate games yet. I almost played one of them once, and then I ended up not doing it. And like eventually, maybe someday, I don't know.
Yeah, I think they recently, like this year, came through on like Prime Plus or the Prime subscription and stuff. Where I think I have access to all of them now. I mean, again, I had Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where someone even asked me, "Are you going to be coming and playing?" I'm like, no, I don't play those kinds of games. I only play boring games. I don't really play just play stuff where you build things for a very long time and then watch them get destroyed. That's mostly it. Or games with strangely long narratives. The last RPG sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I only play games where I do lots of things and then forget to save. Those are the types of games I play.
Yeah, no, I as you well know, I save incessantly. Because I was trained by games like the one we're playing today, he said, trying to segue. Suddenly. Shall we get to it? Shall we move to, should we start looking at this? Alrighty. We have been playing Enchanter. Heavens help us. And, so we are, this is a game where, the text adventure game from 1983 by Infocom. And, in this game, we are playing a novice enchanter from the Circle of Enchanters, who they're sending to deal with the return of a warlock that has been prophesied for some time, and they want to send an amateur because that apparently will get in under his radar, and defeat him according to the prophecy.
Such as prophesized.
It's going okay. We've been collecting a lot of scrolls, but we're sort of getting close to a point where I'm not sure if we know what to do at this point. But here is where we are. When we stopped last time, we had mapped, I think, everything out. But we highlighted the places where there's still maybe stuff to do, but we're not sure what to do. So that's the stage we're at this point. Let me go ahead and, while I'm thinking about it, let me quickly mute a couple of things. So I do not worry about them so much. There, just so that they do not pop up later on me. There. And mute that. And then also that. Yay, there we go. Okay. Back to this. So let's see, there's a lonely mountain that, the reason I highlighted it is because I don't actually know if there's anything to do there, but they keep talking about it being this place that reflects the moon at night, so I'm just like, there's gotta be something there, but we found nothing there, we've been there at night. I actually had a strange idea about maybe we're supposed to bring the turtle over there.
Go on.
Okay, so like there's this beach, right? There's this beach down here, and there's a turtle with a rainbow sort of this highly sort of, well, I don't know if it's highly polished, but it's this shell that has like all the colors of the rainbow on it.
Correct.
And I was thinking maybe if we put that under that light, something will be revealed. I don't know. But that was one thought I had. The turtle, as far as I'm aware, only appears there during the day. There are a couple of places we haven't been at night that maybe something different happens. I don't know. There's this series of translucent rooms that seem to have no purpose that I can tell. That we haven't really done, but they're made out of something weird, like hollowed out, these round tunnels. That I'm figuring maybe there's something weird about the mineral or something. I don't know. Similarly, there's a secret passage, or there's this unfinished tunnel. We haven't found any proper shovels. They were trying to dig through with a spoon. I don't think we tried to continue digging with a spoon, or if we did, it didn't work. But we found a spoon that was kind of damaged, and the repair spell that we have doesn't work on it. There's this engine room where there's this infernal machine that we found a way past to get a scroll that's in this control room. But then the only way back through is dying thus far that we've found. But I mean, we die and we get resurrected and put back on the Eastern Fork path here outside the castle. So that's sort of what we've done thus far.
And we do have the thing after we
die.
Yeah,
we got the scroll and we were able to use it to dispel this spell that's on a box that we were able to then open and get another scroll out of that we were able to use to keep the warlock's minions from bothering us. So that was interesting. I'm gonna turn this music down just another hair.
Yeah.
Just because it seems to be looming loud in my ear holes. But then, of course, we have this corridor, this hall of mirrors, where on the other side of the mirrors is apparently the adventurer from the Zork series, or someone who looks like them. And we haven't been able to interact with them in any way, but that's a weird thing. There's this sacrificial altar that has a statue, a big statue right next to it, and we hear a low droning nearby. No idea what to do up there. But it was its own area, even. And then there's this guarded door, this ridiculous number of guards on it with, monsters and gargoyles and all manner of strangeness about it, and a sign that says not to enter. And I'm actually wondering if maybe we should have used the Dispel Scroll on that, because there's also that.
That or the Infinite Staircase.
Yes, then we have this staircase, this winding stair. And if we go up the stairs or down the stairs, there is no end to these stairs. So I'm not really clear on what the purpose of that is. So that's basically where we stand, I think, with everything.
Mm-hmm. That sounds right.
Yeah. Did you have any thoughts about anything thus far that we've been encountering?
I thought we had an idea before we stopped yesterday. Maybe, or the last time, yesterday.
It was a month ago, but it feels like yesterday.
It's not gonna lie. It really does.
Time travel!
Yeah. Only I could reduce this pesky aging in the meantime.
I
thought we had some plan that we were gonna do when we started this time.
Oh.
But I do not recall what it was.
I kind of watched the ending, but I didn't catch it. I watched the ending of the last stream a little bit, but it wasn't quite in there.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I could be wrong. It could have been the
Well,
time before.
It was suggested. You did suggest that we highlight these rooms so that we remember what that these are the ones where there's stuff to do. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe it was that.
So there was that. I did have a thought.
Dangerous. Go on.
That I know that is not very helpful. But the thought I had was that. Well, two thoughts. One is we haven't been to all of these places at night, so I don't know if anything's different at night. But or if it would be, or why it would be. But the other thought that I had has to do with the egg that we've been trying to open.
Okay. Oh,
and
right.
Well, there's this. It's there are 5 different stones, right? There are 5 different minerals associated with the 5 different things you can do. Little controls the egg has. It has like a lapis handle, an emerald knob, a silver slide, a golden crank, and a diamond-studded button. And I started thinking maybe we should go. I had 2 thoughts. One was maybe we should do that in alphabetical order. As maybe that's the sequence. The other one, though, involved looking for matching minerals. Just looking around the castle and seeing if we find anything that matches with any of the, lapis, anything that's lapis, emerald, silver, gold, or diamond.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with that.
Right.
But it occurred to me that might provide a clue of some kind.
Okay. I mean, I think there's a good chance our highlighted rooms are places where we might find some of those things, so we can kind of look for that on the way.
Sort of wander through. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
I know there's there's a room with something silver in it.
Oh, I remember what it was that we were thinking about doing.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was look at clues.
Ah, yes, that's right.
That we might. I remember that our plan was that we might give up.
There we go. With such a plan, how can we possibly fail?
You just need. That's the thing with these games, is sometimes you just need the right clue to have things snowball together.
This is true. That's very true.
So I'm not opposed to that, because I think we're at that point where there's a lot of things that we could try, and we could spend all day just trying them. Where if we just get nudged in the right direction. Because usually with these games, not only is it one thing that snowballs, but it's a specific thing that starts to snowball because you have to do that thing in order for anything else to open up.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. That is understandable. I see. Unstable Deus is in chat and is saying, and unfortunately this isn't going to show up here yet because I didn't hit it fast enough. But any plan that involves giving up is achievable, and plans should always be achievable.
Yeah, I agree.
That's right. That's perfect.
Every time I've given up, I have achieved that goal.
It's good. It's good to have achievable goals. Definitely good to have that. Let me go ahead. Do you want us to just go ahead and open the Invisiclues then?
Yeah, I like I said, I think we're at that point. We can try these other things as we maybe get a clue.
Okay, well.
He said the thing.
He said the thing. It's true. Let me go ahead then and pull those up here. Okay. So, because there are a bunch of things we could look at, but there's I'm vaguely remembering something silver being somewhere, but that's not really much of anything. Okay, here we are. So in Visiclues, let's see, the sample question for this game is, why did the dragon wear red sneakers? Search the laundry room, Knitfall the dragon, and ask him, because his blue ones were in the wash. That is the answer.
Yeah.
As if we remember our grade school joke books. So, I guess, let's see, we have the categories starting out: eating, drinking, and sleeping, inside the castle, the Hall of Mirrors, the library, the egg, the temple, the jeweled box, the sea, the engine room, the forest, magical spells and objects, the adventurer, maps, the translucent rooms, the winding stair, Krill, I believe that's the warlock, odds and ends, when you're done, have you tried, scoring points, and the spells and their locations. Oh, what category? And as a reminder to folks who may be watching and may not be familiar, the Invisiclues were these physical booklets that came out back in the day, and you had this that appeared. The pages appeared blank, and just the questions at different headings, and you were given this sort of magic marker looking thing that you rubbed back and forth on it, and made the clues appear one by one. And so that was. And so a lot of these things that are very frustrating in a computer program seemed to be less frustrating and more exciting in a physical book, I think, at the time. So, where shall we start in terms of, like, starting to fill things out?
I mean, I we've done a lot. You know what? Let's just go through. Let's go through starting out. Let's make sure we didn't miss anything obvious.
All right. Why was I chosen for this task?
Right? We surmised that earlier.
Yeah. Otherwise, it wouldn't be much of a game. Apparently, Belbaz feels that Krill could easily spot and destroy a powerful enchanter. That was the... Belbaz is like the head enchanter, currently. Alright, and this we know. How many times must I go west before I arrive at my destination? I would say all of them, because you can never get there. It isn't called the Long Road for nothing. Haven't you read the signs along the road? There's nothing out there. The entire game lies to the east. Is there anything important in the shack? I think we go in there and we just get a scroll from a crone, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
There is a jug lying in the corner. Oh, wait. Okay, no, we did get
this is the water
different
jug.
Different shack.
Yeah.
That's right. Have you tried examining the oven? There's the bread in the oven, yeah. There's fresh loaf of bread inside the oven. Okay. What can I do about the crone? I think we just get a scroll from her, that's it. She was rather helpful in presenting you with a spell scroll. You can summon her from anywhere in the game if you have the proper spell. I did not know that. That's strange.
Unless this is a lie.
Unless this is a lie. Do you want to look at the last clue?
Sure.
There's nothing else she can do for you. Okay. I wonder if she's related to the crones that show up later in the Zork universe. There are crones that show up later in the... I'm calling them crones. There are these little old ladies that show up. In Wishbringer and then in Beyond Zork. Specifically, it's specifically the woman who runs the magic shop, but I think it's a different crone. What is the significance of the Lonely Mountain? I guess shall we look at it?
Sure.
Few hints. It is arguably the most beautiful spot in the region. It clearly shows the castle to the east. And I mean, when we're up there, we can see the castle.
Right.
So, I mean, it shows us what things are looking like. And I imagine that there is this thing where, I still remember they were talking about black smoke coming in, like, there's more and more haze the later it gets.
Right.
And, night falls earlier and earlier, so it might have something to do with that. How do I signal the monsters approaching by sea? I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, it sounds like bullshit.
You want to look at it, or shall we leave
Sure.
it alone?
Yeah,
Alright.
because this is a starting out thing.
Have you tried waving at them? You might find it fire a signal flare. What monsters? What signal flare? What a concept. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, they're looking to see if you're trying to just uncover the clues without playing the game. I will say, as a kid, the temptation to do that was great. Because you have this marker and you want to reveal everything.
Sure.
Eating, drinking, and sleeping. We have a lot of these. Do we want to look at some of these or no?
Sure.
Okay.
Are there different dreams? I mean, I guess we could sleep multiple days.
That's interesting. Yeah, I think that, I think we've seen 2 of the dreams so far.
Yeah.
Because we saw the damsel. I think we may have seen one of these others.
Alright,
Maybe.
yeah, we can go through these.
Can't remember. That's the problem, is like, I can't remember how the second dream was described, so I can't remember if there was like a cartoon figure, or something seems to be lost, or dancing penguins, or the glowing face. I'm not sure. It rings a bell, or I could just be conjuring this up in my head.
Right.
I'd recommend only looking at. Okay. Anyway, what do I do when I get thirsty? Have you tried drinking anything? Yes, there's water. The water from the swamp or ocean isn't good for drinking. The water at the shady brook tastes great. The jug can be used to carry a good deal of water. This we know. What do I do when I get hungry? I presume this involves eating bread. Eat. There's bread somewhere in the shack. It's in the oven. Okay. What do I do when I get tired? Guess. You could simply sleep. Be careful though, evil things may be lurking outside the castle. It would be safest to find a bed to sleep on. There is a bed in the castle. In the bedroom, of course. Okay. Where did some of my possessions go while I slept? I don't think we've had that problem.
Yeah.
Yet. So I don't know if we should look at this one yet.
I mean,
yes.
I feel like we might as well.
Might as well.
Like, yeah, at least the first.
Perhaps the Tooth Fairy removed them.
Yeah, no.
This is a BS response, possibly.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
Remember that there is great evil in the castle. Something or someone may have come in the night and removed them. You can use the Blorb spell to protect something valuable. The spellbook is the most important thing to protect. You should use it before going off to sleep. Ah!
Oh.
That's what it's for. I hadn't thought about that, but I don't think we've encountered things missing yet.
I don't think so.
So, that is interesting. We didn't on the first night we slept anyway, and then we started using the closet as a place to drop stuff.
Right.
So it's possible that may be why we haven't encountered that yet. So we did spoiler ourselves a little bit with that, but I think it's okay. Because the Blorb spell protects the thing in like a box, basically, if I recall.
Right. Yeah, protects the small thing.
Yeah.
And that's fine because we're not gonna do it unless we get something stolen from us, and we're gonna restart our save anyway. So it's fine.
Where are the magic pajamas? I feel as though there are no magic pajamas.
Bunch of bullshit. Bunch of bullshit.
Have you tried looking under the bed? Have you met the Prince of Caldorn? You don't need pajamas, and there is no Prince of Caldorn. Okay. So it says, what is the significance of the dream with the damsel? Which she shows you points to the bedpost, and we open the bedpost, and there's a scroll inside.
Right.
The woman is playing with the bedpost. Have you examined it? Examining the post reveals a button. Have you pushed it? In case you wondered, you can't find the button unless you have experienced the dream. That's what I thought.
Okay.
These others, I feel like we shouldn't really look at in case they exist.
Yeah, right.
And I don't remember which one we've also experienced. I feel like that's one of those cross that bridge when we come to it things.
Sure.
What is the leading cause of insomnia? I feel like is probably... I feel like these last three are not relevant at all, but if you like, we can look at them.
Yeah, sure.
Interlogic games. Ah. Okay, yeah, you have to... The thing, remember that these were like spaced on a page, one beneath the other, so...
Yeah. What
is
the leading cure?
Invisiclues.
Invisiclues.
In a sense, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
What is as leading cause of interlogic games? Insomnia.
Insomnia.
Yeah. It's all a big circle. That's really all it is.
Okay.
Do we go to inside the castle? Is that next?
Sure.
How do I get into the castle? We already know how to get into the castle. Do we want to start looking at all of these, or? Because we cast open on the gate and we went in. Should we? Do you want to look in case we missed something?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can look. There.
We tried opening the gates. You have a spell that might be helpful. Try casting the Resrov spell on the gates. The Crone Hovel in the hovel will give you the Resrov scroll. That was very useful, yes. The hovel is in the village. Try entering it, yes.
Alright.
What do I use for light in the castle? We have the Fraught spell, which we cast on the lantern. There's a lantern in the shack. Alright, so it doesn't work. How about a spell? Casting the Fraught spell on any object you are carrying will cause it to give off light for the rest of the game. Poetic Justice might suggest the battered lantern from the shack, but it's pretty heavy to carry around. Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
That's good to know. We have been following the path of Poetic Justice thus far with that.
Yeah.
But maybe we should cast it on the spoon or something. Maybe that's lighter.
Right.
What's going on in the dungeon? It's a great question. We found some things in the dungeon. Like, we found a scroll, I think. There's a prison cell next to the dungeon. There's also a path leading down into a series of translucent rooms, which we have no freaking clue what to do with. Have you examined the walls or read the graffiti? Unstable Days is asking, what if you cast Fraughts on a Gru? And I feel as though we haven't had that opportunity yet.
Yeah. There have yet to be a Gru in this game.
I mean, we haven't been wandering around in the dark, so there is
That's
that. But anywhere that's dark, we've been lighting. But I think there are Grus in the second game. Yeah, I think there are Grus in Sorcerer. Unfortunately, I don't think I can say more about that because that'll constitute spoilers. Because there's stuff. There's stuff there. Strangely enough, the Grus that appear in Sorcerer are things that I researched actually for a presentation I gave at one time, and I don't actually remember them from Sorcerer, but there's some weird things involving the Grus in that. Anyway, have you examined or read the walls or graffiti? After examining the graffiti, try moving the irregular block. Yeah, we did. I think that's how we got that scroll, right? Or how we got...
Yeah, that's how we got through. Yep.
Yeah. What can I do with the silver spoon? The spoon was silver. Okay. Shall we look at this one?
Sure. At least the first.
There are 4 hints for this spoon. Okay. Have you tried digging a hole with it? Have we tried digging a hole with it?
No.
I don't think we have. Should we try digging a hole with it before we proceed here?
I don't know where we would.
There's a spot in the dungeon. I think it was the secret passage where it might be possible to dig.
Hey.
So if you like, we could give that a shot. We'll see if anything happens.
Sure.
Let's see. So let me bring us to. Let us get to our game here. We are at the beginning of the game, and I'm going to restore the game so we get to somewhere that's not the beginning of the game. Let's see, Mountain Moon, Adventurer, Statue. At this point, we were just sort of wandering around finding stuff, or just looking at stuff. So I think we're going to be closest... Closet. The closet's pretty close to that. Let me see if we have all of our stuff. Hang on. I'm going to compare scores. Hang on. So, score is 135, the last place we saved, which was up on the Lonely Mountain. Which puts you in the class of Novice Enchanter. And if I go back to the closet, score is still 135, so I think that's probably fine.
Yeah.
The closet is closer to where we want to be. Anyway, the spoon is here. The closet. This small room must have been a closet of some sort. To the north is a passage leading out into a courtyard. Another exit is to the south. A jeweled box is sitting on the ground. There is a beautiful ornamented egg here. There is a worn silver spoon here. We need the spoon for this experiment. Get the spoon. And so we can now head south and then south again into the dungeon and get to where we can possibly dig, maybe. And if we can't dig there, we might be able to dig on the beach. But anyway, South Hall. The damp corridor continues east and west from here. A dark and forbidding stairway leads down to the south. In addition, a narrow passage leads to the north. South down into the dungeon. A dank and forgotten pit contains the dungeons. There's a cell to the north, and a partly blocked passage leads even deeper into the earth. It looks as if there was once a mortared stone wall blocking this passage, but it has crumbled and collapsed, reopening the tunnel, and that is to the... I think we head north into the cell, and the secret passage is from there. So there's the cell. A damp and unhealthy dungeon cell with writing on the walls. The rusty door of the cell is open. A square block sits beside a passage in the eastern wall. At East Secret Passage, this is a crudely carved secret passage. It appears to have been hollowed out, perhaps generations of prisoners. The passage leads west. A short, crudely hewn passage leads up. And part of the problem with going up, this passage was never completed. So you don't get very far, neither did the prisoners. Dig. Dig passage. The ground is unsuitable for digging here. Dig up with spoon? That sentence isn't one I recognize. Okay, so not here. I thought that we were possibly going to, okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's also, the off chance that you don't dig with the spoon.
There is that chance. Because, they could just be misleading us. I guess looking, but it is interesting that they talk about having dug here and not digging here. So there's the beach. That could be a place to dig. There is... I don't think digging in the swamp or the forest is probably going to do anything.
Right.
Unless we go into the grounds, that's it. Oh. Can you melt the spoon into something else?
We have not run across a forge.
There is an oven, but I don't think it works.
But it doesn't work.
There's also a kitchen. One thing I never tried doing anything with the oven. I don't think there's a fire type spell. Yeah, I don't know of anything that, and I haven't run into anywhere that, I don't think we've run into anything anywhere where there's that, but, maybe, you never know. Maybe at some point.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the only other place I can think of where we might be able to dig would be out on the beach. If you're willing, we could head out there real quick and just see if there's if digging does
I
anything.
mean, yeah, we can. I don't think it will, but
Probably
yeah,
not.
we can check first.
Let me just restore back to the closet, so it'll be a shorter trip. Okay, get spoon. And we're gonna head south and east and out the gate. Meadow. This is a meadow near the sea. We went east through the gallery. The walls are lined with portraits, some of apparently of great value. All the eyes seem to follow you as you pass, and the entire room is subtly disturbing. East of the south gate, this interior courtyard stands at the southern entrance to the castle, where a small rusty gate is standing open and slowly swaying in a gentle sea breeze. Beyond the gate can be seen a small meadow, and beyond that, a white beach on a misty sea. Passages enter the castle proper to the northeast and west. South of the meadow, this is a meadow near the sea. There is a smell of salt in the air. Only heather and thistles grow here. To the north is a gate leading into the castle. A narrow path to the southeast leads to the shore of the sea. The darkening sky is lit by a waning moon. Hey, we're outside. Dig. Around. Okay. Southeast. Beach. This is a rocky beach along a gray and lifeless sea. There is dead seaweed covering many rocks, and listless waves barely stir the flotsam and jetsam here. There are many shells, but all are broken. A narrow path to the northwest leads into a meadow. The darkening sky is lit by a waning moon. Crawling slowly along the beach is an enormous turtle, his enameled shell shining with all the colors of the rainbow. So, first off, big sand, big ground. With the worn silver spoon, the ground is unsuitable for digging here. But it is interesting that it made that assumption here.
Yeah.
When it didn't otherwise. Although I did finally type dig ground as one thing. So that might be just why it is. The ground is unsuitable for digging here. The darkened sky is now full of bright stars. It is night. Today seems shorter than yesterday somehow. I don't know. I feel like there might be a place where we can dig.
While we're here,
yes.
Can we cast light on the turtle?
Sure. Sure. Let's make the rest of the turtle's life miserable.
Yeah.
Learn Frot's turtle. There is an almost blinding flash of light as the rainbow turtle begins to glow. It slowly fades to a less painful level, but the rainbow turtle is now quite usable as a light source.
Damn. Okay.
Look at turtle. Look at shell. Look at seaweed. Take seaweed. Move seaweed. Take shell. Open shell. I had a strange idea about moving the turtle.
Yeah.
But the problem is that if we turn it into an amphibian, a smaller creature, then
usually it just runs away.
Yeah, I mean, I
think we tried.
I don't think we can turn it back. That's part of the problem.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I was just hoping we'd, get some rainbow direction off of that shell.
It's interesting. It's an interesting thing that's here that we have no idea why it's here.
Yeah.
But the only other thing I can think of is that, like, there's somewhere else outdoors where it might be
say there was a
possible to
meadow
dig.
we could go to from here?
Well, I tried digging in the meadow.
Okay. Oh, right. I thought it was, different.
But there's a forest and a swamp.
I don't think anything else calls
like,
out
village.
to me as like a place for us to dig, though.
Shady Brook, I don't know. On top of the mountain, maybe. Why? How? Yeah, the only other place I can think might be the forest, which I guess we could try that. or like the courtyard somewhere, but it didn't really feel like... There is kind of a weird way the courtyard is described, though, now that I think of it. Where it talks about, like... But it talks about, like, a big swath in the grass. Which is... It didn't stand out. It felt like part of the description.
Okay, yeah.
Like, maybe that? I'm not sure. I can hop around real quick just to see.
If you want, I'm not feeling very strongly about any of them, so I don't.
Yeah, I mean, me neither, honestly. But at the same time, it's like this won't take long, so.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think here, because we can go back through the East Hall and the Banquet Hall, and the Junction and the Library, and the North Gate, and the Forest, which is everything you see is gray and lifeless, as though covered with a veil of ash. Sound is muted, and there is a faint acrid odor. I feel like that has changed from before. You're in a dark forest just north of a rusty gate. Except to the east and south, the forest is thick all around you. The stars shine down on you from a clear, dark sky, dig ground. Not unsuitable for digging. Swamp. You're in a thick forest shading into a deep and miasmic swamp. We found a scroll here. The ground is very wet and boggy here, and footing is treacherous. Lily pads cover the surface of the water, and frogs abound. Things look drier to the west. The stars shine down on you from a clear, dark sky. The sounds of frogs and other swamp dwellers fill the air. Dig ground. The ground is unsuitable for digging here. Okay, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Can we keep looking at the clues?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, at least we can honestly state we have tried digging here. So let's go back to here. Have you tried feeding someone with it? This is just going to be... It's a red herring, isn't it? This freaking spoon. No, we have not tried feeding anyone with it. There is no one to feed with it. Have you tried gagging someone with it? Okay. That's an 80s expression.
Gag me with the spoon.
Yes, Oh, the sadness. Back when everyone received their culture directly from the TV shows produced in the Valley. If you answered no to the previous question, so much the better. Besides being valuable, there is nothing to do with it. Well, that was fun. I don't know why I just made this assumption. I just wanted I wanted the spoon to do something so badly. Meaningless. But I guess it's a treasure. It's made of silver. Which, that also, silver corresponds to one of the controls on the egg, but it doesn't really, I can't think of any real correlation there. So that was inside the castle. You go to the Hall of Mirrors? You want to do that one next? Or?
Yeah.
Are the mirrors useful for anything? This has 6 hints associated with it. They make a mess if you break them. Yeah, we kind of figured that out. They are windows from your viewpoint. Yes. Yes. Have you noticed anyone wandering through the underground world as depicted in the mirror? Yes, we have. We have noticed the adventurer from the Zort games, probably. Occasionally, a bedraggled and weary adventurer will wander through the area in the mirror. Yep. You might be able to summon him with the right spell. We keep talking about summoning people with the right spell. The only spell that, thus far, we haven't been able to get out is the one in the egg.
With only one hint left, I feel like it's going to tell us where that spell is. Maybe confirm that it is... Not tell us the name of the spell, but, like...
Should we reveal this? Should we look at
Yeah,
something else?
let's reveal this one, and maybe we'll be more cautious if it's something else.
The Zymphia spell is the Zifmia spell is the one. We do not have that one.
We don't have it.
I feel like that might be the spell in the egg.
It might be. Okay.
All right.
All right. So there's something to do.
Okay. Who is the adventurer?
I mean, we can skip that because we'll
eventually find that out. Okay.
Hopefully.
All right. We have the library. We have the egg. The temple, the jeweled box, the sea, the engine room. What do you want to look at next?
I mean, usually they do these things kind of with an order in mind. So yeah. So why don't we do the library and then the egg?
Okay. Read any good books lately? Yeah. The Book of Legends contains interesting knowledge. You should read the 2 legible legends. We did. Yep. I can't remember what they were, but I remember that we did it. We did read them. The Legend of the Unseen Terror is rather frightening. Can you remember anything about the Legend of the Unseen Terror? I don't think I took any notes about it.
I don't remember.
Should we look at it before we continue, or should we just keep looking?
Just keep looking. We definitely read it.
It is also significant. Okay. Apparently it's significant. Should we go back and look at that?
Wait. Isn't that why we... Didn't we become invisible? How did we ignore the people looking for us? I thought... When they found us in the glamored dining area.
We became invisible to them because we opened the jeweled box, and inside was the scroll with the spell that causes evil people to ignore us. Basically, it's the hang on. Did I write it down? I did not. What a fool I am. I mean, we have it. We can just look at it. But the spell in question. Hang on. The spell in question. See, we have Melbor. Protect magic users from harm by evil beings. And so when we cast the Melbor spell, that was what happened.
Okay.
Oh yeah, protect from evil. There it is. So, not sure?
Okay. All right. I mean, I think we can look at the egg and then.
Yeah. Weird. I don't know. But let's see.
We can go back and look at that, but we can. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it might help us remember something. I don't know.
Yeah, but like we can look at the hints for the egg first, and just keep this on the burner.
What can be done with the rat tracks? I don't know. We haven't looked at. Yeah. There was a like a hole that we couldn't get into in there, right? Like a mouse hole.
No, I thought we did get into there, or we reached into there.
Is that how we got the scroll?
We reached in and there was a scroll.
Okay. We kind of already know that. Have you tried following them? They lead into a hole in the wall. Any idea of what's in the hole? Try reaching in. Don't be scared. Yeah, we did that. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Because the egg. Are we ready for spoilers about the egg? Possibly.
Yeah.
What is the egg good for? Can the egg be opened? What can I make with the egg? Can I fix what's inside the egg? That's a thought. Is that it? Are we supposed to just break this tear up the scroll and then use the repair spell on it?
Maybe.
Should we look at any of these? What do you want to do?
Yeah, we can go through.
All right, what's the egg for? What's the egg good for? Breakfast? It certainly appears valuable, but the more interesting thing is that it has handles, cranks, and the like connected to some machinery inside. Unstable Deus is suggesting that we make an omelet. That's entirely viable. Have you tried turning, pushing, or otherwise manipulating the handles, cranks, knobs, and buttons? We have. Tears up the scroll inside every time.
Mm-hmm.
The only other thing, like I said, my thought was to try to open it, to press them in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
That was it. Can the egg be opened?
Okay.
Sure, try all of the devices on the outside. After playing with them, the egg will open. There's an easier way to open the egg, which doesn't require any manipulation at all.
Did we cast the open spell on it?
I don't think we did. Wait a minute. Hang on.
I feel like we did.
Maybe we did.
Not.
Maybe we did. I don't remember. Let me just, hang on. I'm going to put this back in the room with the egg.
The next clue is going to be like, that spell doesn't work.
Yeah, probably. Okay, hang on. Get egg. Get egg. The ornament, just so that folks will know what we're talking about. The ornamented egg is both beautiful and complex. The egg itself is mother of pearl, but decorated with delicate gold traceries inlaid with jewels and other precious metals. On the surface are a lapis handle, an emerald knob, a silver slide, a golden crank, and a diamond-studded button carefully and unobtrusively embedded in the decorations. These various protuberances are likely to be connected with some machinery inside. The beautiful ornamented egg is closed. The open spell is Rezrov. Rezrov egg.
Uh-huh.
The egg seems to come to life and each piece slides effortlessly into the correct pattern. The egg opens, revealing a shredded scroll inside, nestled among a profusion of shredders, knives, and other sharp instruments, cunningly connected to the knobs, buttons, etc. on the outside.
All right. Well, let's do the repair on the scroll.
Scroll's damage beyond readability. You can make out the word "summon" in the. This is the one. In the title, but that's all. Okay, hang on.
I thought we did this. Oh, damn.
We didn't. But let me see here.
We have the repair willful damage, right?
Krebs, that's the one. Yeah, repair willful damage. Okay. Learn Krebs scroll. The scroll reforms, it slices and cuts rejoining until there is a whole scroll, somewhat faded, in its place.
Yay.
This was the solution. We got points for it and everything. We were thinking about doing this. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we'll read the scroll now.
Yeah.
Good lord. Scroll reads, Zymphia spell, magically summon a being. Zifmia, not Zymphia. Zifmia. We're gonna Nusto Zifmia. Your spellbook begins to glow softly, slowly, ornately. The words of the Zifmia spell are inscribed, glowing even more brightly than the book itself. The book's brightness fades, but the spell remains. However, the scroll on which it was written vanishes as the last word is copied. Okay, so we now have a spell that lets us magically summon a being. Which feels like ridiculously powerful.
All right.
So, like, what do you think? We should try this out.
I mean, do we have to see them? We summon the adventurer?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We could summon the crone. We could summon the adventurer.
Yeah.
Doing it in a specific place might be a good idea, but I have thoughts about that. But we could summon the turtle.
Try summoning the turtle. I want to see if it moves.
Okay. Right here in the closet?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait, sorry. Learn Zifmia. This feels like a ridiculously powerful spell.
Yeah.
If you will remember from Thaumaturgy 201, summoning of beings works only if the being can be seen, unless the being possesses great magic of his own. Hang on.
Yeah. Save. This was
save.
you know this was my first thought, but I didn't.
Can we summon Belbaz?
Yes, of course you can.
Oh wait, no, sorry. Zifmia Belbaz.
Well, we gotta relearn it, don't we?
Oh, sorry. Right.
Rememorize. Excuse me.
Zifmia Belbaz.
And
the vision of the great Belbaz begins to take shape before you, but with a curt word and a waggle of his finger, he disappears again, shaking his head in disappointment.
I thought that would kill us.
Oh, well, we can summon the Warlock. We want to do that one?
Yeah.
I've forgotten the Warlock's name. Ah, there we go.
There you go.
Warlock Krill appears. Krill, his name's Krill. The Warlock
That's right.
Krill appears before you, staring in astonishment. Who is it that disturbs my slumber? Oh, it is only you, secondary school sorcerer. He points a finger and chants a spell. You are cast into the endless void.
Alright.
I mean, this might be useful if we ever want to refresh the loaf of bread. Oh, and there's still only about half left. Damn it! Okay. I'm gonna put us back at the closet. Learn Zifmia crone. Slowly, the old woman swathed in rags appears before you. She seems to be staring through you and speaks slowly and solemnly. I thought I might see you again, my friend. I gave you all the aid that I can. The rest is up to you. She disappears. Interesting.
Okay.
So, those are the only, like, powerfully magical people I can think of. Wait a minute. This is a terrible idea.
Yeah, do it.
Zifmia Frobaz.
I was gonna tell you to do that.
That's that accursed wizard from Zork 2.
Yep.
You can't see any Frobaz here. Damn it!
It would have been funny.
Maybe it'll work if we're next to his portrait. We go to the gallery real quick. Hang on. The gallery's right near here. Yeah, hang on. Hang on, if we go south and east to the gallery. Zifmia Robaz. Can't see any Zifmia portrait here. That is weird. Zifmia Flathead. Poor Flathead. The years have not been kind to him. Just as well, probably. Did we just summon his corpse? Is that what we... Oh well. I was just curious. Alright, should we try to summon the adventurer? Because that seems to be the only other thing.
Yeah, we can go over and
Yeah.
I guess wait until we see the adventurer again.
Alright, so courtyard. Everything you see is gray and lifeless, as though covered with a veil of ash. Sound is muted, and there's a faint acrid odor. This is the westernmost point in a large open courtyard. The huge entrance gate of the castle looms ominously to the west. The courtyard widens as it proceeds to the east. A large ivy-covered temple stands. On either side of the temple are small towers. Far beyond the temple, high above, are two large towers marking the corners of the castle. A squat, dark turret hunches between them, blackening the sky around it. A small path leads into the castle to the south. The stars shine down on you from a clear, dark sky. Let me double-check the map to make sure I'm not going to smash us into the wall. No, we just need to head west first. Okay. To get back into the indoor castle area, surrounding area thingy. What's that part of the castle called? The ramparts are up on top, right? Or is that whole thing the rampart? Inside gate, you are just inside what appears to be the main entrance to the castle. An iron gate standing wide open looms to the west. Through it, a narrow door can be seen winding through low, smoky hills. Before you, to the east, is a huge open courtyard. To the north and the south are archways leading to the interior of the castle. Pebbled path. You're on a long pebbled path, stretching out to the north, to the south. The path continues through an open arch into an open area. Stars shine down on you from a clear, dark sky. Tower. Base of the northwest tower of the castle. A winding staircase leads up into the tower itself, and passages lead from here to the east and south. East. Here we go. Hall of Mirrors 1. This is the western end of the Hall of Mirrors. The hall itself is astounding and not a little bit confusing. To be sure, its northern wall is glass, but it does not seem to reflect anything within the hall. Rather, it seems to be a window on another world. The other world appears to be a large underground labyrinth filled with tunnels, caves, and peculiar rock formations. Bats flutter by, red eyes glowing. I have no idea what to do with the bats, if anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I apologize for a moment. We are literally getting hail.
Oh, do we need to break off here?
No, I mean, no. I'm just.
You okay?
Yeah. I was not expecting ice cubes to be falling from the sky.
Should we take a break, or do we
No, it's fine. I just heard a rumbling, and
okay. Let me know if we need to take a break or just end the stream or anything, so that human safety is important.
Yeah. It seems good. Yeah.
Oh, we could talk to the bats if they're still here by the time we can learn the spell. You can't see that anymore. Damn it! I guess we'll just wander these halls for a little bit.
It's
Roxanne,
June, right?
Where's the alcohol? It is.
And last I checked, I lived in a desert, right?
That is what I've been led to believe.
I'm just fascinated right now.
I mean, it's nature is fascinating, especially when it acts weird.
I have an argument that that's not natural. Okay.
Who do you think is putting the hail up there?
Shh! Don't. It's probably Jewish space lasers.
What?
Sorry, it's old Marjorie Taylor Greene joke.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Yes, I understand. You're making fun of a person who is okay. I understand now.
Yes. Yeah.
We are making fun of idiot politicians. I understand now. Okay.
Sorry. I apologize.
You can't do that on the internet. Nuance is not allowed. Dear God.
I'm all nuance.
Oh God. Yeah, okay.
Just know what my
to clarify,
problem
this
is.
this is making fun of a politician who'd said something like that, basically. And
Yes.
This is not actually. This does not reflect any of the beliefs of anyone on this channel. Apologies.
And especially the person saying them.
Yeah.
Me.
Fair. Anyway. Good Lord. But yeah, we're just sort of hanging out in the Hall of Mirrors here, and we're just sort of waiting.
Yeah. There's gonna be an adventurer.
We're gonna see if the adventurer shows up. Oh, it recognizes the Z command. Let's see.
She does say things equally as brilliant. And actually, unless I'm mistaken, I am quoting her. So.
Yeah. That's. Yeah.
But I believe it was a tweet she made.
Ah. Yes, that is a thing. From the other side of the mirror, the stomach is starting to grumble. From the other side of the mirror, a bedraggled adventurer comes into view, carrying a brass lantern and an elvish sword, which is glowing dimly. He stops and stares in your direction. Zifmia, adventurer. Ah! Learn Zifmia. Zifmia, adventurer. All at once, the bedraggled adventurer appears before you, brightly glowing sword in hand. His jaw has dropped and his eyes are bulging. His eyes dart this way and that, as if looking for a way to escape. Great! We've got him! Now what do we do with him?
I don't know. Talk to him?
The adventurer looks at you expectantly, as though you were about to talk. Should we point him at the door? At the heavily guarded door?
Sure.
Let's see. Adventurer, follow me? I'd sooner follow Dimwit Flathead. Okay. He's not following those instructions. Let's see. What do we know? He has a glowing sword, because it glows in the presence of everything, except Cruz.
So ask him about the sword.
I don't think it lets us ask anything.
Oh.
What do you think this is? What do you think this is? Deadline? Yeah, it doesn't know the word about. East? Go east? I'll do what I please, thank you. The adventurer leaves the room, heading to the west. Okay. Let's follow him. Hall of Mirrors 2. This is a spot within the long Hall of Mirrors. The hall itself is astounding and not a little bit confusing. To be sure, it's northern... we already did this. There is a bedraggled and weary adventurer standing here. He is carrying a sword and a brass lantern. The adventurer leaves the room, heading to the west. I don't know if we're supposed to do... I don't know.
Yeah, follow.
Still heading west. Tower.
Okay.
He's heading to the south. We're back on the pebbled path. The adventurer stares at his possessions as if expecting a revelation. Yeah, not clear. I don't know if we're supposed to give him something and then he does something with what we give him. But I feel as though...
I mean... Alright. This is gonna be meta and only for us, but I feel like we should give him our lantern, because his lantern is gonna go out.
That's fair. And we can always cause something up. But he just left the room again.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and follow him. But yes, we'll do that if... let's see, we're inside gate. The adventurer tries to make some small talk, but only mumbles. He'll have to speak up if he expects you to hear him. Give lantern to adventurer. The adventurer eyes you suspiciously. Why, he thinks, is this sorcerer handing me something? The adventurer fends you off with his sword. Oh no! He'll have to speak up if he expects you to hear him. I don't know if that's a clue. We have a jug. We have a well, we can't really give him anything. Are we supposed to cast another spell on him?
Probably.
Let's turn him into a newt.
Well, he's not an enemy, so we can't.
No. Though he is trying to attack us now. Or he's fending us off. Quench flame, protect from evil. I guess we could cast Melbor on him.
Okay.
Talk to beasts. Friend. Oh! We could vaxum him.
Okay.
So yeah, we could either protect him or we could, yeah, hang on. Learn vaxum. We could make friends with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Follow adventurer. We're back in the courtyard. And he is heading northeast.
Yep.
And we're still in the courtyard. The northern part of the interior courtyard is gray and lifeless. The vast lawns are withered and covered in black ash, stretching from south to west. That's what I was thinking of earlier. The temple stands to the southeast, and the courtyard continues east. The adventurer is heading east. We have to keep following him until he stops again.
Yeah.
We are on the east side, gray and lifeless, muted sound, acrid odor. North of a small tower connecting with the temple to the south. More courtyard west, more southeast. He's heading southeast. Okay, he's going around behind there. He's in the courtyard. He's heading east. Follow him. Junction. We remember the junction. The corridor widens here to form a large hall. To the north and south are large passages, and to the east, what appears to be an enormous spiral staircase that goes on forever. A passage to the west leads into a courtyard. The walls here are scarred and black, and a strange heaviness hangs in the air. There's a bedraggled and weary adventurer standing here. He's carrying a sword and a brass lantern. He leaves the room, heading to the north. Following. In the library, again. This is the library, or rather it was, until it was ransacked and despoiled. Most of the contents of the room have been burned in a huge bonfire in the center of the room. Hundreds of charred and empty tubes are scattered about, as if by someone searching. No ashes are strewn about. There are rat tracks in the ashes. To the south, you can hear the sound of a group of low guttural voices. Amid the tubes is an old and dusty book. That's where we read the thing. There's a bedraggled and weary adventurer standing here. He's carrying a sword and a brass lantern. He leaves the room, heading to the north. Your mouth is getting rather dry. Follow adventurer. See, now we're having a problem because we're getting hungry. But we're at the north gate again. And he is leaving to the north. We're in the forest again. He's heading east. And we're back in the swamp, and he's heading west again. We should have just waited for him there.
Yeah.
He starts toward the east, but seeing nothing of interest changes his mind. Vaxum adventurer!
Yep.
The adventurer smiles at you with an air of goodwill. The adventurer eyes your possessions intently. Eat bread.
Right.
Hi, Schmelzer. Hey, how's it going? We're just trying to figure out what to do with this adventurer that's here. Actually, I'm going to save the game. Maxim
Friends.
Adventurer. friend. Eat bread. The adventurer is on his way again. There's nearly half of it left, too. That's the bread there, okay. He's on his way. Back in the Hall of Mirrors. He's still heading west. He's still heading west. You're becoming quite thirsty. And you head back east again. Heading to the east. Heading to the west. Heading to the east. Damn it, stop! Heading to the east. At the north gate. Heading west. Heading west.
He's a friend. Maybe he'll follow us now.
Yeah, I just need to get... Yeah. I need to be in the same room with him.
Don't be silly.
Heading east. Heading west. Better have a drink soon. You're beginning to tire. God. He's heading south. Heading north. Heading south. Oh, wait. The adventurer waves at you and asks, "Hello, sailor? Strange you've never even been to the sea." Adventurer! Follow me. Sorry, but I've got better things to do than follow you. The adventurer looks at you as if seeing you for the first time. It's not clear that he likes what he sees either. The adventurer attempts to eat his sword. I don't think it would agree with him. I guess he's hungry.
Okay. Give him bread?
Give bread to adventurer. The adventurer eyes you suspiciously. Why? He thinks, is the sorcerer handing me something? Low, guttural voices seem to be coming in your direction. The adventurer waves the sword menacingly. I think the spell wore off. I think that's part of the problem. The adventurer pulls out his map, a convoluted collection of lines, arrows, and boxes, and checks it briefly. A group of 4 hunched and hairy shapes walks into your presence. They don't seem to take much notice of you, and they soon depart. Yeah, or the adventurer, apparently.
Yeah.
Baxum adventurer. The adventurer asks what you would be needing treasures for. Give bread to adventurer. Well, this is a suicidal move, but sure. The adventurer refuses your offer politely. The adventurer stoops over and picks up the dusty book. Drink water.
All right.
Freaking jug.
Give him the spoon?
The jug is empty. Oh, damn it. No, we don't have the spoon right now. Okay.
He asked what we would need with treasures.
Yeah, so I guess he wants treasure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna restore.
Yeah.
Because there's too much happening here. We don't have the spoon with us right now. So we're gonna have to get the spoon and find him again. But we now kind of know the track that he moves around on.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll do it. Okay. So let me look around. North Gate. He's carrying a sword, wrestling. He seems pleased to see you and frequently smiles in your direction. He leaves the room heading to west. Let's see. North Gate. Oh, that's way over here. Okay. So he's not willing to follow us even when he is a friend. Keep feeling like it's, maybe we should... Making him friendly is a possibility, but let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We get there faster through the temple. Which is kind of silly and ridiculous, but here, I'm just gonna head through. While we're here, actually, there was the thing about the book, Dusty. Read Legend. Unseen terror. The legend written in an ancient tongue goes something like this. At one time, a shapeless and formless manifestation of evil was disturbed from millennia of sleep. It was so powerful that it required the combined wisdom of the leading enchanters of that age to conquer it. The legend tells how the enchanters lured the terror to a recess deep within the earth by placing there a powerful spell scroll. When it had reached the scroll, the enchanters trapped it there with a spell that encased it in the living rock. The terror was so horrible that none would dare speak of it. A comment at the end of the narration indicates the story is considered to be quite fanciful. No other chronicles of the age mention the terror in any form. So that's what that was about. Apparently there was a clue of some kind. The only thing I can think is that maybe it's in those hallways somewhere. Yeah, that just tells us, I think, things that are going on. Anyway, becoming quite thirsty.
Right.
But we'll continue heading on. I just wanted to... We were there, so I thought I'd check it out.
Yeah.
Let's see, south. Back to the junction, west of the courtyard. West to the temple. Everything you see is gray and lifeless, as though covered with a veil of ash. Sound is muted, and there is a faint acrid odor. This is the interior of a huge temple of primitive construction. A few flickering torches cast a shadow illumination over the altar, which, atop of a row of stairs, is still drenched with the blood of human sacrifice. Beyond the altar is an enormous statue of a demon, which seems to reach towards you with dripping fangs and razor-sharp talons. 2 open doorways lead out of the temple to the east and west, while 2 wooden doors stand at the north and south. A mass of hunched figures in the temple are chanting a haunting tune. They don't seem interested in your presence. You hear noises in the darkness nearby. I just came through here because it was faster. Back in the courtyard. And then I think... Yeah, just west one more time. And the outer courtyard. And back to the south. I think, yeah, if we can ever manage to make it to the top of those stairs, that's probably where the thing that's spewing stuff out of that turret is.
Yeah.
Back in the closet. Get the spoon. We have the spoon now. Now let's see if we can find the adventurer. Back in the courtyard. Yeah, right. So he usually is wandering around where the Hall of Mirrors are. So inside gate, you're beginning to tire. Also very thirsty. Better have a drink soon. Should we go get more water, or should we just...
Are we out?
Yes, we're out of water. The jug is empty.
Yeah, I suppose.
Just going to go on a few different tangents here.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back up to the Shady Brook. There's a lot happening here. Let me check this first. Before... I'm sure it'll be fine. As we die briefly. Pebbled path. Tower. Hall of Mirrors. Where is he? Oh, we passed out from a lack of strength. The adventurer also appears to have vanished. Okay, look, I'm going to restore the game.
Yeah.
Back to before we summoned the adventurer.
Yeah.
Waiting for him, I don't think, is going to take anywhere near as long as everything else.
Summoning him and doing it.
Yeah. As waiting for him is not going to take as long as like running around like we have been. I was actually wondering, would you mind if we take a quick break?
Sure.
As we're, we're like an hour 40 in. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to be back in a moment. I just need to leap up for a moment and like refresh my drink and stuff like that. We will be back shortly and continue chasing the adventurer, I guess.
Yep.
See you shortly. We're back.
Woo!
Hello. Hello, everyone. I was just looking at this recent death message here, and I do find it funny that they're saying, "I think Krill is too powerful," and blaming the warlock for the fact that we just didn't go and drink water.
Yeah.
we dehydrated ourselves. Anyway, let's see, where are we? Jewel box, silver spoon. We can't take the box with load is too heavy, but we can take the spoon. And yeah, all right, that's fine. We're gonna. I'd like to head out real quick before we summon the adventurer. I'd like to just grab some more water real quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I feel like that's gonna help. So inside gate, outside gate. You're outside the western entrance of the castle. To the east stands an iron gate, which is wide open. A winding road starts here and proceeds to the west. Western road. You're on the east-west road, which wends its way through the dark, rolling hills of this land. To the west rises a high mountain. To the east stands a high castle with dark towers. And I think we actually west to the eastern fork. You're at a fork in the road where paths to the northwest and southwest girdle the base of the lonely mountain, and a smaller path winds its way to the east. The stars shine down on you from a clear, dark sky. And so we head northwest and northeast, I think. Northwest back to the trailhead. You're on the northeast side of the lonely mountain. walking a narrow path through rolling hills. On one side of the path is a sign, and behind that to the northeast, a winding path through the thick undergrowth. The trail continues to the southeast. And northeast, Shady Brook. The trail ends here. A ruined stone foundation marks the site of the old Lingolf house, which presumably was a monument of some sort. The trailhead is off to the southwest, and a small brook flows slowly by. Drink from brook. The delicious spring water tasted great. Get water. The jug is now full of water.
Yay.
Okay. Back we go. Into the place. And we go starting to grumble. Let's wait until we're really hungry before we eat the bread. Outside gate, inside gate. Back inside the gate. And we got north and east. Pebbled path, tower. All the mirrors. Okay. We go east one more to Hall of Mirrors 2. I'm going to save the game. Hall of Mirrors. Again. Oh! There's the adventurer.
Hey!
Let me save again, because that'll be easier. Okay. I did not memorize the spell. Hang on. What a fool I am. Zifmia. Learn Zifmia. Gah! Hollow Adventurer. There he is. Okay. Zifmia Adventure. We also need to learn the other one. I forgot. Ah, damn it. What's the friend spell?
I can't remember.
Vaxum. Okay. Zifmia Adventurer. All at once, the bedraggled adventurer appears before you, brightly glowing sword in hand. His jaw is dropped and his eyes are bulging. His eyes dart this way and that, as if looking for a way to escape. Vaxum Adventurer. The adventurer smiles at you with an air of goodwill. The adventurer asks what you would be needing treasures for. Give spoon to adventurer. The adventurer gratefully accepts the offer of the worn silver spoon. He is fascinated by its beauty and stops to thank you. The adventurer leaves the room, heading to the west. Oh, there's a jeweled box, too, isn't there?
Yep.
He's continuing west. Hello, sailor? We'd have to go and pick the box up. Please follow me. He is going south. That's closer to where we need to go. Pebbled path. I don't know if we're going to be able to find him again. That's the only problem.
Well, he did pause in the dining area for a while, right?
Southeast, south, grab box. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, if we can, we may have to drop something.
Yeah.
Let's see. South. The adventurer, not overly tactful, asks to see what you're holding. The adventurer, proceeding cautiously, follows you. He seems to be paying particular attention to your possessions. Ah! I don't know if we're carrying anything that might be helpful to him.
Yeah.
Give me a second. He's still following us. And we're going to lead him now to the box. The box.
Drop the lantern.
Lamp. Get box. Actually, I think we can just give him the egg now. Show egg to adventurer. Oh, he's not here. Offers to relieve you of some of your possession. He headed north. Okay. Drop jug. We don't need it right now. Get box. North. Oh, damn it. Well, we lost him. Sun's rising. Damn it. Okay. Oh, we're back in the temple. I'm just wandering around crazily. Okay. Okay, I've got it.
Okay.
We need all 3 of the treasures ready.
Okay.
To hand to him. I don't know if that's going to be important.
Right.
But I feel like it might be. Or we just need to lead him where we are carrying them. Let's see. Yeah, let me before we summon him. Hang on. Because we've got the spoon. This is Hall of Mirrors 2. Let me go back to Hall of Mirrors 1. Drop spoon and egg. We might need to drop the I could drop the lamp here. No, I don't think I can drop the lamp here. I don't remember if the darkness starts here or in the tower. I'll drop the jug. Okay, you're becoming quite hungry. Okay. Let's go back. Inside gate. And into the closet. Get the box. There we go. Courtyard, gate, path, tower. Here we are. Okay. Box. Spells. Okay. Learn Maxim and Zifmia. Okay. All right. Okay, we can carry all. I dropped the box. That's probably why.
All right.
Okay. All things we don't necessarily need. But I'm gonna head east 1 and wait here. And again, although I should mention, I have no idea if giving him the treasures will do anything, but we'll see.
Right, yeah.
But it's a thing to do.
And he wants treasure.
Yeah. Wait. Blue bottle's buzz up to you. There he is. Zifmia Adventurer. Okay. Maxim Adventurer. He's shown up. He has an air of goodwill. Show spoon to adventurer. Give spoon to adventurer. Ah! West. Damn it! This is ridiculous. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we have to follow him until he stops, right?
Yeah. Ah, he smiles at you like an idiot. Okay. Give egg to adventurer, because we already have what was inside. He accepts the offer to the beautiful ornamented egg. He's fascinated by his beauty and stops to thank you. He leaves the room, heading to the south. Maybe he'll follow us if he stops. Wait, okay. Pulls out his map, a collection of lines, arrows, and boxes. Checks it briefly. Okay. When we try heading north, he's not following us. Damn it. Let me see if I can just get the box. A rat scooters across the floor, sees you as startled, and rushes back the way it came. South. Southeast. Where did he go? Ah! We got close. I don't know. Okay. Before I go chasing this again, should we look at more clues? What do you think?
Yeah. I think we should.
Because this is a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we should look at. We might as well look at the clues here. Like there's not something super obvious. He hasn't asked us for anything. We haven't been holding what he wants. It's probably only one thing that will do it. If at all. I think you're muted for me.
Yeah, okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Muted. So we left off here. Can the egg be opened? We figured it out. I think. Yeah, try the Resrov spell on it. Yeah. Okay. I think we can leave the egg stuff there. So let's see. The adventurer?
Okay. Yeah.
How can I meet the adventurer? We kind of know this. Why doesn't the adventurer seem to like me? We fixed that. What can the adventurer do for me?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
Yes. And how can I get the adventurer where I need him? Both of these are important.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Conti. Greetings. We are chasing down an adventurer, trying to figure out how to interact with him.
Take our preciouses.
We're at the point now we're looking at the clues because we're trying to give him objects, and he won't stand still.
Right.
What can the adventurer do for me? There are 9 hints here. If you haven't summoned him, don't continue. We have summoned him.
Okay.
If you haven't made him your friend, don't continue. Break his legs? Yeah, I mean, that could be last resort, you know. We could also turn him into a small amphibian. There's a chance of that also.
I mean, you say last resort, but it's far from my last resort. I will definitely get to leg breaking before my last resort.
We figured out summoning him. We figured out making him our friend.
Mm-hmm.
When he is your friend, he will do simple things for you, like giving you items he has or opening doors.
So if we follow him into the tower, will he defeat the...
I'd love him to be able to defeat that door.
Yeah.
You know what I'd like to do, though? I'd like to hop out of this and look at where can we get him where we want him.
But he won't follow us.
Exactly. That's the point. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'd like to look at this clue so that I can get him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Do that.
If you aren't sure where you need him, don't continue.
Pretty sure we need him. at that door.
I'd like him to be at that door. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We know where we want him. I'm not sure where we need him.
Look, confidence is everything. We need him at that door.
Oh, I see. Yes. Overconfidence is everything, isn't it? Is the adventurer Don Quixote if we want him to defeat the door? I mean, possibly.
Kind of.
Yeah. As much as anyone is Don Quixote when they're playing these games. What is the distinguishing property of adventurers? They want treasure, I guess? I don't know.
Right?
Greed, yes.
Yeah, uh-huh.
If you are holding a treasure and you have charmed the adventurer using Vaxum, he will follow you. Ah! That's what it was. He was interested in what we were holding.
Oh.
Also, you might try leaving a treasure at the place you need him. He will see it and enter. Ah! He was following us. The only time he was following us is when we were holding...
When we were holding treasure.
Like the spoon.
Yeah, whatever. The spoon. It does. So it doesn't matter what treasure.
I got it. Okay.
All right.
So we don't actually have to give him anything.
Right. So dumb. So we can immediately summon him, make him our friend, and go east straight to the door.
Exactly. Because we will be holding treasure. Okay.
All right. All right.
All right. We'll do that. Let me go ahead and get us back there. All right. Restore. Guess we were waiting for the adventurer? I am at the point now, I'm not sure which... Oh, there's the adventurer. I just want to make sure we have what we need. We've got the spoon and the egg, okay. Zifmia, adventurer. All at once, the draggled adventurer appears before you, brightly glowing sword in hand. His jaw is dropped and his eyes are bulging. His eyes dart this way and that as if looking for a way to escape. Vaxum, adventurer. The adventurer smiles at you with an air of goodwill. The adventurer asks what you would be needing treasures for. You're fairly starving. If you don't eat soon, you'll pass out soon. First, though, let's head east. Olive mirrors, yeah. Proceeding cautiously follows you. Seems to be paying particular attention to your possessions.
Okay.
I think we might have time to eat bread. No, we don't. Damn it. Ah!
Alright, well, we just did it, so... Restore, eat bread.
Okay, right, okay.
Yeah.
Show spoon to adventurer. Okay, good. He's paying attention again.
Okay.
Did follow us. Good. Not very overly tactful. I see what you're holding. East. Follows you, paying attention to your possessions. East. Adventurer, ask what you're holding. East. Mirror. And east, north gate, ask what you need treasures for. East, guarded door. The adventurer glance... Okay, I'll read this again, it's been a while. Guarded door. A more incongruous place than this would be difficult to believe. The room itself is nothing more than a small room at the base of the northeast tower, with a narrow passageway entering from the west. Standing in front of you to the north, however, is a door surpassing anything you could have imagined. For starters, its massive lock is wrapped in a dozen 6-inch thick iron a dozen 6-inch thick iron chains. In addition, a certain 5-headed monster sporting razor-sharp spears for tongues seems to be embedded within its heavy oak frame. One is almost embarrassed to mention the gargoyles spewing flame and sulphurous ash, which ornament either side of the door, or the 97 slimy, groping tentacles which taunt you ever closer to certain death. A sign floating serenely above the door and glowing hideously in purple letters offers the following rude understatement. Don't bother. There's a bedraggled and weary adventurer standing here. He's carrying a sword and a brass lantern. He seems pleased to see you and frequently smiles in your direction. The adventurer glances around the room in a businesslike way and makes a few notes on his map. The adventurer offers to relieve you of some of your possessions. Should we save here before we ask him to open the door?
Sure.
All right. Adventurer door. Okay. Adventurer, open the door, please.
Yeah.
As you motion toward the monstrous door, the adventurer follows the imaginary line, which proceeds thence from your outstretched arm. The seemingly fearless adventurer shrugs and walks purposefully toward the door, ignoring all harm to his person in the form of knives, tentacles, and molten lead. As 3 buckets of the latter pour over his head, he casts you a perplexed look. Did you try the doorknob? He asks, as 27 knives delicately skewer him. Before you can answer, he reaches for one of the gargoyle heads. Before you can answer, he reaches for one of the gargoyle heads, which by sheerest coincidence has just flooded him in red-orange flame, and turns it gently. I think it's unlocked, he says, stoically ignoring the host of human-sized rats, which feed on his incinerated torso. His left hand, broken and bloodied, pulls at the gargoyle head. I'm going on ahead, he cries, opening a simple wooden door. Wooden door? You rub your eyes for a moment and look again as he goes through it. Yes, just a plain wooden door.
The whole monster door was just an illusion.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was. Remember where I was talking about dispelling the door with that scroll, right? Yeah. God, this was hilarious.
He's enjoyed more than Corwin.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. And Stable Days is Corwin from the Amber series of books by Roger Zelazny, also appearing in the Amber Diceless role-playing game, has the highest endurance of anyone ever. And but this is just hilarious, just me thinking about this lunk-headed adventurer just going in, being like, yeah, whatever.
It was so much. It was so
I
much.
know. It was so good.
Okay.
Oh my god.
We have a wooden door here.
Yes, right. Oh god. This rather unobtrusive room at the base of the tower sports a small passageway to the west and a small rickety door to the north, which is open. The bedraggled adventurer walks into the room from the north, coming through the simple wooden door. Oh, damn. I kind of wanted to see... Hang on. Don't panic.
Yeah.
Okay. North. Map room. This room in the high tower appears to be a map room, with hundreds of ancient maps covering the walls. A huge globe made of gold sits on a pedestal in the center of the room. Through the tower windows can be seen a vast forest stretching out to the northeast and the sea covered in fog to the east and south. Stairs to the south lead to the bottom of the tower. Lying on the floor is a purple scroll. In one corner of the room is a badly worn pencil inscribed with runes. Lying on the ground is an old parchment map. There's a bedraggled and weary adventurer standing here. He's carrying a sword and a brass lantern. He seems pleased to see you and frequently smiles in your direction. The adventurer tries to make some small talk, but he only mumbles. He'll have to speak up if he expects you to hear him. Wow. I almost am wondering if we should try to get him to follow us to the temple and try to have him fight the cultists.
Yeah. Well, let's see what the runed pencil and the purple scroll are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fathom a guess that the pencil will be able to write more powerful spells, and then we didn't have to die in order to keep that spell.
Oh.
Yes. So we have to go back to before we did that.
Oh God.
Get the spell out of the egg, summon him, do this, then do that. But that's just my assumption.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Unstable Deus is asking, eat bread now. Did we take care of that? I thought we might have taken care of that. Let me check. Actually, I can... Hang on. Map room. Diagnose. Beginning to tire, you're well hydrated and well fed. He's picking things up. He's picking things up! We can't let him do that! Hang on. Store. Get all. Pedestal, maps. Most of the maps are murals painted onto the walls, the others securely mounted. Purple scroll taken, badly worn pencil taken. Map. Your load is too heavy, especially in light of your exhaustion. The adventurer leaves the room through the simple wooden door, heading to the south. I don't know if we actually need him for anything else. Leading him there was just sort of an idea. Unless you wanted to like run out and try it now.
Not that I can think of offhand.
Okay. I feel as though if we lead him into the temple, it's not going to do anything because remember we weren't able to target the cultists.
Yeah.
With any verbs or nouns, with any nouns that we tried. So I have a feeling we're not going to be able to tell him to do anything. Right.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But we've got it saved in case we need him again. But I think this is probably it as far as what we need him for. That was funny though. So let's see. We have the scroll, we have the pencil. Map room. Look at map. The map consists of a drawing with 9 points, each represented by a strange character with interconnecting thin pencil lines. Using your native alphabet, it looks like this. And we have a diagram here. A bedraggled adventurer walks into the room from the south, coming through the simple wooden door. BRMHVJKF. So, hang on, I have a thought here. First of all, I'm going to take a screenshot real quick of that. I have the ability to make a rectangle here, yes. Okay. Let me go ahead and... By the power of Earthen View, or IRFan View, depending on which side of the room you're standing, let me go ahead and find a place to save this. Enchanter, there we go. Map. Okay. So that I have a thing I can, so that I can pull it up without having to go back and look at it again. Let's see. Enchanter map. Here we go. So I have a thought.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take the game view off here real quick. Can't grab a hold of this. I'm trying to grab a hold of a window real quick. It's being recalcitrant. Here we are. Okay. It looks kind of familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, this is a map of the translucent rooms. We just need to figure out what these mean, what these letters mean.
Well, I think they're just lettering each room, and we need to get to P, which doesn't have a way to get there.
Ah.
So from either H, M, or F.
Yeah. They'd be digging there, I guess, of some kind. You know, so if we're thinking about this in terms of the terror that we just read about again, could P be the location, you know, somewhere here? Could P be where the terror is buried?
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. Well,
Feels
we
like a possibility.
we have a map.
Yeah.
We can go check out over there shortly.
Yeah,
Let's what maybe the scroll is useful.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, yes, I was just looking at it, just wanting to make sure I knew what I was doing. Okay. Read scroll. Scroll reads, fill for a spell. The adventurer stoops over and picks up the map. See, that's why I wanted to make sure we got to look at it before he did that.
Yeah.
Fill for a spell. Create gratuitous fireworks. Okay. I guess we'll Nusto it. Nusto Filfrey. Your spellbook begins to glow softly in a spectacular effort of magic. The powers of the Nusto spell attempt to copy the Filfer spell into your book, but the spell is too long, too complicated, and too powerful. The glow fades, but fortunately, the purple scroll remains intact. The adventurer asks for directions to flood control dam number 3. Yeah, got to go back to the other side of the mirror for that, pal. I have no idea how to send you back there. I'm sorry. So we can't copy the purple scroll. Feel free. But it creates gratuitous fireworks.
Alright. So, what if, not looking at the pencil at all, we Gnesto the spell with the pencil?
Oh, I see.
Just blind leap.
Gnesto Filfer with pencil? That sentence isn't one I recognize.
Alright, fine. Let's look at the pencil.
Alright. Examine pencil. The pencil is very old and covered with finely inlaid runes. The point is nearly gone, and the attached eraser is negligible. The adventurer looks at you as if seeing you for the first time. It is not clear that he likes what he sees, either. Spell wore off.
Yeah.
The adventurer leaves the room through the simple wooden door heading to the south. You're feeling tired. He's probably not coming back in that event.
Right.
But again, we can restore if we need. I mean, this timeline might be dead anyway. We're not sure.
Right.
But we'll see. read runes.
Sure.
It says Froboz's Magic Pencil Company. Some sort of joke, probably.
Okay.
The point of the pencil is gone, but if it's a magic pencil, it's probably activated by some word or other, maybe. That's what how a lot of them work, but it's interesting. Okay. I feel like the pencil, I mean, it's covered with runes. It's gotta be magical. Oh, Lord Conti is asking, the timeline might be dead? Ah, yes, I'm sorry, I should explain. That is shorthand. That's what we mean by we're probably going to have to restore the game at some point to an earlier point.
To do things in a specific order.
Yeah.
That we have not done.
Yes, as we stumble around, figuring stuff out. I don't know if we're going to need the map now that we've seen it, but at the same time, I don't know. It might later be possible to we might need it down there. Maybe I don't know why necessarily, but we'll see. I don't think it's worth worrying about right now, though. The fact that the adventurer now does not like us and took the map. You'd have to refriend him.
Right.
So, that is interesting. The pencil... So, a crazy thought I have is that if we were to draw a door with the pencil on a wall, does that create an actual door if it's a magic pencil? Did the creators of this game read that particular children's book?
Yeah.
And I'm wondering about doing it down there in the translucent rooms, you know, like in room H or whatever, and trying to go east. That kind of thing. I don't know if it's that kind of magic pencil, but it's a thought.
Yeah, do we have anything? Any spell to use on the pencil?
Oh.
I don't know.
A badly worn pencil. Oh, we could try to repair it.
Yeah.
We got a spoon, we've got an egg, got a loaf of bread.
Let's try to repair the pencil.
Yeah. So the repair spell, again, is... Krebs. Learn Krebs. Using your best study habits, you learn the Krebs spell. Krebs pencil. Nothing happens.
Okay.
That was worth a shot. Let's see. So this spell creates fireworks. We can use it at any point. We just will lose the scroll when we cast it. I'm not sure for what purpose we might cast it, lest we want to create fireworks in the temple or something.
Right.
I feel like maybe we're supposed to be somewhere else first.
Yeah.
Or unless we want to create fireworks in the machine room.
No, that sounds dangerous.
It does.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, all right, yeah, we don't know what to do with the pencil.
I mean, it gave us a map of down in the translucent area, so that might help with something there.
Yeah, I mean, if we go down and look and see where it goes, like, see if any of those areas.
You could do that.
We have new ideas with what we have now.
Map. Map with making a quick note of this room. Okay. Okay. So you want to head back down to the tunnels, essentially,
Yeah.
and see if. I mean, we don't have the map, but we know things now, so.
Right. We looked at the
Maybe
map.
that'll help.
It's fine.
We looked at the map. Okay. Let's go ahead and I think we're I think we should pick up the things that we we should move stuff back to I feel like we should move stuff back to the closet.
Yeah, we can do that on the way. That's fine.
Yeah, let me see here. Well, okay. Is there anything else? Oh, look at walls. And there's a globe. Hang on. You're not finished looking at everything. The globe represents the world as it was thought to be in the ancient days. Very little can be recognized of the seas or land masses. The maps on the walls were made in the elder days when the face of the earth was different. You can recognize the ancient cities of Galepath and Morelion on the shores of the sea from your Legends class at the university, but you have trouble discerning any other places. One map shows a proud castle standing on a cliff rising above the sea. Larganeth it was, the once proud home of Antharion the Wise, king of Quendor. As you realize that this place was the king's map room, you are filled with wonder at the ancient days. Ah. Oh, this is that castle. Okay. I mean, Antharion is also in part responsible for the Gru epidemic, so I don't know if we... I mean, he tried to... He mostly, tried to exterminate them. And drive them out, as I recall. And then it was much later that Lord Dimwit Flathead, was it him? No, it was Duncan Thrax. It was King Duncan Thrax. Before Dimwit Flathead, long before him. But the first Flathead, Duncan Thrax, decided it would be a good idea to dig down, and they found all the Grus.
Right.
The Gru, make sure the fires are well lit. You win some, you lose some, people. It's true. It's very true. Okay, so right. I guess we'll head back down to those translucent rooms. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. Okay, back at the guarded door. Mouth is getting rather dry. All right. Let's go back to where we left the jug. You are worn out. Oh, great. Maybe we should sleep on the way.
Yeah. Well, the bed's over there too. Maybe we'll get a useful new dream.
Maybe. I'm gonna have to drop something here. To pick up this water jug. I guess we'll drop the egg. The adventurer hasn't found any of this stuff. Drop spoon. Get jug. Drink from jug. Okay. Well, at least we can drink from it, even if we can't pick it up. Get jug? Okay, good. So the treasures are all here in Mirror Room 1 for no apparent reason.
Okay.
And I guess we'll go and sleep. If we can make it to the bed. So let's see. That would be west, south. Hang on. West, south, 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 up. Hang on. I'm gonna try something. 1, 2, 3, 4 souths. Here we go. We have now traversed all the way back down to the South Tower and up into the bedroom. Here's a 4-poster feather bed here. I guess we'll just sleep in the bed. I want to save one thing though. Jug of water, a pencil, a scroll, a bread, spellbook, lantern. Sleep in bed. Okay. Lying on this soft bed puts you to sleep. Ah, sleep! It's been a long day indeed. The rest will do you good. You make yourself comfortable on the bed and drift off, renewing your powers. I don't know how to read. Renewing your powers and refreshing your mind. Time passes as you snore blissfully. After a while, your sleep is disturbed by a strange dream. You are wandering in a darkened place, where you have no light or other possessions. You feel that you are being watched. You are surrounded by faces, their eyes following you. They drift in and out, staring at you with proud indifference. One face, brightly lit, unlike the rest, draws you closer and closer. As you touch it, you wake. Interesting. Okay. Did you want to look at the clue relevant to this dream? Or should we wait?
No, I mean...
Okay. Something will be brightly lit face of some kind, and perhaps that's,
yeah.
The face you're supposed to touch. Okay. Well, here we are. Guess we'll get up. Ah, that was a comfortable bed. You're on your own feet again. Let me check my inventory, make sure nothing's missing. I wasn't worried about that until I found out it's a thing that can happen. We seem okay. And so now you want to head, I guess we'll head down to the translucent rooms?
Yeah.
Okay. Down, east, south, down. We can start putting in Okay, we're now gone through the dungeon and down into the translucent room. This is a peculiar room whose cream-colored walls are thin and translucent. An exit to this is to the south, and it is very strange indeed, round and black as pitch. I feel like that means something. Like something about the, something it's made out of. But I guess, where should we head first? Do you want to head to the, like one of the ones, I guess, that would be adjacent to where the letter P is on the map?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I guess we could go south and southeast.
Yeah.
To room H, I guess they're calling it. Okay. We're currently in what I guess would be room B? Odd. Okay. South, we're in... Okay, so translucent room, peculiar room whose cream-colored walls are thin and translucent. Passages go to the southeast, east, and north. Very strange indeed, perfectly round and black as pitch. I feel like examine passage. The passages are perfectly round and black. The walls seem to be made of carbon. Okay. Stomach is starting to grumble. Southeast, translucent room. Okay. Carbon. Does that have particular properties that we should be thinking of? I mean, you compress it enough, it becomes a diamond. But, so this is... We are now in room H, basically. What do you think?
I'm not sure.
Well, there are a couple things I can think of to try.
Okay.
Examine east wall. Use east and west. Okay. Examine wall. Nothing special about the castle wall. Draw on wall. You can't draw on that. Draw a door. Draw a door with pencil. Draw with pencil. Use... Oh, yeah, that doesn't... Draw with pencil. Draw. What do you want to draw on? Wall. You can't draw on that. Okay. Does carbon ignite easily?
No. Not easily.
I was trying to think if it was like something to do with the firework spell or something.
I don't think so.
Knock on wall. Why knock on a castle wall? I have my reasons. Much passage. Fiddling with a blank passage doesn't accomplish anything. Unstable Deus is saying carbon in the presence of flame might make CO or CO2, but that's about it. Or carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide. Yeah. Badly worn pencil, purple scroll, loaf of bread, spellbook, battered lantern.
Yeah, I thought with like the walls the way they were, we maybe lighting up the walls, but like...
Oh. Yeah, we could do that. We're trying to.
Yeah. But that's the only thing I think of, because they're dark, so we can't see the room that's down there. Like maybe if it was lit some.
Okay, so we just frots the wall.
Yeah, sure.
Although you complete the spell, nothing seems to have happened. Frots passage. Nothing seems to have happened.
Okay.
I'm gonna try one other little thing. I'm just gonna try going east.
Okay.
You can't go that way. Okay. Dig. Ground. Ground isn't suitable for digging here. Dig. Wall. It is a bit, it's like, you know, there's something.
Yeah.
There's something about this.
Wait, do we physically have the map?
We do not. No, the adventurer took it.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Remember when I said, well, we can always restore? Because the
So we have a magic pencil.
Yep. Oh!
What if we drew a line
on the map
from M to P?
Ah! Well, time to restore the game.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got this inventory management issue. Okay. I have a thought. I'm gonna go back to the map room. Drop lamp. Get map. The adventurer probably took the freaking map. It is pitch black and there is evil in the darkness.
He picked up the lamp.
Yeah, we can see you right now because the adventurer is here. Adventurer. Oh no, I can't. We can't because we're. It wouldn't let us pick up the map because it said our load is too heavy, especially in light of your exhaustion. We're too tired. Drop spoon and egg. Oh god, the adventurer's got them now. Adventurer, give me the map. I'll do what I please. Thank you. Damn it.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, that worked out well. Let me see. Adventurer door open. I don't know if that's going to help at all. We've got to be able to grab everything. Okay. I had a thought about if we have to go back and freaking deal with the adventure. Okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. Door is open. Adventure door open. Drop all but. Yeah, give me a second. Learn Frauds. Drop lamp. Cast Frauds on spellbook. Cast Frauds on spellbook. Okay, drop spoon and egg. North. He already took it. Okay.
Okay.
Ah, God. It's torture. It's torture.
Mm-hmm.
Managing the adventurer is torturous. Okay. Drop all but. Drop all but grid and spellbook. Get map. Pencil and scroll. Okay. Learn Frauds. And we'll Frauds. I'm just gonna Frauds the spell book.
Okay.
I think that's, the one thing we're going to keep carrying with us. We can still see, but we now have all of those things. Okay. And he got the treasures, but hopefully we won't need them.
Right.
The clues told us we don't need the spoon. And we already
Use the egg.
used the egg, and the jewelry box, if he picks that up, has
Yeah.
already, been opened. So I think we're good. I think we have everything now.
Right. We might be screwed if we if we need him to do something else.
Yes, that is a possibility.
But that's the only thing.
Okay. Stuff in map room. Okay. Read map. Drawing with points represented by a strange character with interconnecting thin pencil lines. Using your native alphabet, it looks like this. Okay. Look at pencil. Draw on map. I don't know if we need to be here or not, or there or not to do it, but yeah. You can't draw on it arbitrarily. Rather, the pencil seems to home in on various points on the map, daring you to draw a line between them. You're right. Draw a line from H to P.
Sure.
I think. A thin line now connects the two spots on the map, but the pencil point is very nearly gone. You feel that two powerful evil forces are searching each other out. As they meet, the air lightens. Belbaz appears before you. Something has disturbed the ancient terror. Creel himself knows this, and will try to use it to his purposes. Already they may have joined together. You must not allow the terror to escape, or we are all doomed! He fades into the gloom!
Hey, I found the terror.
Good job!
There it is.
Yep. Well, we just that's a good day's work. We've just unleashed the terror.
I think we're gonna want to restore when we can fix that.
Probably. I feel like that this might actually be a good place to bookmark it if you're in.
Yeah. Yeah. I always like ending off unleashing ultimate terror.
Yeah, this is good.
Hey. Well, my work here is done.
Yep. Ultimate chaos. We're good. That's a good day's work.
World-ending destruction. I'm here for it.
Yep. We made it, folks. We made it to the world-ending destruction. That's what everyone wanted. Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, I do actually have a thought about that, and that is that maybe we're supposed to wait until we're down there to draw the line.
Yeah.
But then, of course, the ancient terror might kill us, so it's a good question. That's why the walls are made of carbon!
It's keeping him in.
That's why the passageways are made of carbon.
Yeah.
They drew them using a pencil.
Yeah. They didn't.
Fabulous.
They're graphite hallways.
They're graphite hallways. Or something like that.
Yeah.
It's always good to release the terror. Yes, it is. I agree. Oh my goodness. Well, that was a thing. What do you think? Any more thoughts or anything about what we've been doing here?
No. Everything will be going into like next week. Or next time we get together.
Time.
Like yeah.
I think basically we just got to figure out now that we know how to unleash the terror. We need to figure out what to do with it.
Yeah.
I get this terrible feeling that maybe we're supposed to draw even more lines on that map. I don't know.
Maybe.
But that was a very good idea you had. Just draw lines and.
Yeah.
There might be something about a configuration we're supposed to use for it or something.
Sometimes I'm smart. Sometimes. It's
good to acknowledge these moments.
Yeah, there are things that we can do. We can also go to the terror and then summon Kroll.
Just make them fight.
Yeah.
Let them fight. That's true. There are several things we could do with this.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting option. Do you think that this is are we almost at like the end game for this then?
I think we might be, because a lot of
there's more.
When we look at the Viz clues, like a lot of the things that it mentions, we did do.
That's true. That's true. A lot of the things are basically. I mean, there might be more, but
but a lot of them.
It could be. Yeah, it could just be. Yeah, we might already be there. We might be there. Can you draw the lament configuration? I am unfamiliar with the lament configuration. But apparently that's a song. According to. Oh wait, no, it's the Hellraiser wiki is popping up. So I assume it has something to do with that. Okay, yes. Alas, I am not familiar. I have not read Clive Barker, so that is not something that I have in my lexicon. But yes. Yes, Hellraiser. Yeah. I feel as though we might be doing that anyway, just by opening the freaking thing. I don't know. Opening up that passageway. That could be what's happening. I don't know. Well, that was fun. Strange and harrowing, but also fun.
Hey, look, we made progress.
That is true. We did. I'm very grateful for that. Thank you very much for playing this with me. I very much appreciate it.
I do as well.
Was there anything else you wanted to let folks know or anything before we dive out?
No. Forget it. No, I don't want to tell them anything.
No, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Well, as for me, right now I don't have any other set programming aside from this we do every couple of weeks or whenever we're available. So maybe in a couple of weeks we'll come back to this and continue to unleash the terror, both literally and figuratively. I in the meantime I've been playing Heroine's Quest, and I'm probably going to play some other. Yeah, I'm taking a break before I go back to Frostpunk. There'll be I will get back to the Frostpunk DLC, but it'll wait a little bit. I might play something else. I'll figure out what. Yes, Conti, yes, great to see you. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. There is other stuff potentially coming. We just have to figure out a few things, and we'll sort of see what's going on. In the meantime, the only thing I have to plug is my game. I just released 1 Year Hence. There's a link for it already in the chat. But if you go to oneyearhence.com, you'll be able to see that there you can get a physical and digital edition of it. That's a Descended from the Queen game. That's sort of centered around the story of the Green Knight. Sort of inspired by Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. And so, if you'd like to check that out, I would be most grateful. This is my first major game release that I've put out there, and so I'm very happy. I'm very happy it's finally out there. So folks can go and check that out if they are so inclined. In the meantime, folks, we might go and say hi to someone when we hit the end card. I'll have to see who is streaming and doing what and all of that. We'll take care of that. But in the meantime, folks, thank you all very much for watching. Take care, and we will catch you next time. Farewell.
Bye.